evening of Putt-Putt Championship Golf. Tonight we'll be playing course number 2, and before the tournament began, Mike went out to the course and got some reactions from some of the putters regarding the course.
Well, those that I can say on a family program are pretty limited on this course. There are a lot of holes that really give me a lot of problems here. There's a lot of holes like number 3 that are going to give a lot of people problems tonight, especially if it's dry out. But I think it's a good, fair course. I think there's going to be a lot of aces, but there's going to be a lot of 4s and 5s made tonight.
Well, course number 2, not one of my favorite courses. I came here a little early tonight to work on it. And there's 3 or 4 holes you get in a real lot of trouble on. 7, 3, 9, and 11, I think, are 4 of the toughest holes. And there's several easy holes on this course, but if you stay out of trouble on the hard holes, then just like every other course, you're going to be in good shape. So it's a real nice night tonight, so we should have a good tournament.
Course number 2 is a good course. It'll challenge most of the pros and amateurs out here. There's a lot of good holes that are tough to deuce even. You got to hit a good putt to get a deuce. And there'll probably be a lot of high scores today. The banks are, in practice, they're looking like they're giving you some tough breaks, so it might be tough for both the pros and the amateurs tonight.
Course number 2 is not my favorite course. Yeah. There's too many delicate putts on the course, too. The one with the putt-putt on it, the one with, what is this, 11, 12. Don't like those 2 holes. Other than that, just not my favorite course.
Course number 2. Well, the reason I like it is because comparatively speaking, compared to the rest of the people I putt against, I tend to do a little bit better. I don't get into very much trouble on this course, and I can usually find 8 or 9 aces around, so I can usually come in under 30 if I putt well.
Well, course number 2 usually hasn't been one of my better courses, but this year it's turned out to be the best. It's got a lot of holes where you get, you take your deuce and you move on, and the person who can make the most deuces and keep away from the 3s is going to end up winning tonight.
Well, tonight we're honored that we have the 2nd largest turnout that we have ever had participating in tonight's tournament. It's a beautiful evening. We have 10 in the pro division. We have 16 amateur A's, and we have 28 amateur B putters, including, once again, a lot of new putters. So we'd like to wish everybody the best of luck as the season draws to a close. We'll be getting out to the course for highlights in just one moment, so please be sure to stay tuned. We'll begin play this evening in the amateur A division. First putter we will watch on hole number 14 is Kevin Keeps. Kevin with a very good shot there, picks up an ace. This is Ron Moore. And Ron with the backdoor shot gets his to fall. Next gentleman we will watch is John Fielber. John picks up a par. This is Andy Billings. And Andy's ball does a 360, but goes right in. This is Rick Gerard. Rick's ball's going to stay right and not go in backdoor. He'll tap in for par. This is Tony James. Greg Nichols. This is Tim Dooley.
They're still giving away prizes and stuff. I mean, there's still going to be 3 different divisions and stuff.
Yeah, and have kids that don't show up. It's coming through.
It's Jeff Heron.
3 or 4? 4.
And Jeff with a very fine putt for an ace. This is Brett Beasley.
Get in there. Make it,
Okay, we'll start following some of the pros now, beginning with Kevin Marshhouse. We're on hole number 13. This is the new putt that some of the guys have been playing. Kevin does it perfectly. This is Steve Lemon. Steve, one of the few pros still looking for his match play spot. Maybe tonight he'll get it.
It's the whole L screw up one.
Brian putting in the B division this evening. We're on hole number 5. And Brian settles for a 3. This is Brian Baker.
Tom got a 1. I'm doing good. 3 or 1.
And Brian with a par. This is Ravel, pardon me. Yeah. Last member of this group is Eric Glad. Eric's going to have a tough putt to make his par here.
Does he have long and back?
And a par there for Eric. This is Rusty Kahn. Hole number 4. It's going to miss on the right-hand side.
Went in.
Huh? They'll go in? Ended up going in. How about that? This is Tim Ziegler. That's got to get legs. Had the right idea, just didn't get it there. Good putt there for his par. This is James Tweet. And that should be probably coming back down the hill. Putt will break a little bit to your right as he hits it. And he knocks that one in for a bogey 3. This is Heather Moore, hole number 8. Nice putt there for her par. This is Connie Moore. Good try. Connie with a 3, and Anita Begler will close out our all-female group here. And that's going to hit the triangle. And Anita gets a par. This is Tom Munson. Looks good. Vince Beasley will be next. It looks good also. Okay, this is Ed Myers, hole number 4. Ed has to settle for a bogey 3. This is Raul Campos. It's coming back down.
I waited till after you got
Raul with a nice putt to salvage a par. This is Jason Clegg. Jason just catching the edge on the right-hand side. And he taps in for a par. This is Troy Garber. Nice putt for Troy for a hole-in-one. And Troy's playing partner tonight is Joe Byansky. And Joe lips on the left-hand side, but fortunate break as he stays up on the hill. And he knocks it in for a par. This is Brian Summers. There's a good putt there for Brian. Back to the pro division we go, and this is Brian Guy, hole number 1. And Brian misses it on the right-hand side. This is Brian Blair. going to stay right. This is Dan Schwartz. Dan picks up his par. Todd Berdice will be next. Todd will be joining us on match play for color commentary later on this evening. Back door possibly. And the last putter we will see in round number 1 is Tim Mishler. Center of the cup. That will conclude our highlights from round number 1. We'll be back in just a moment to review the scores in all 3 divisions, so please stay tuned. After 1 round, we have a 2-way tie in the pro division between Bruce Heron and Brian Johnson, both with 8 under par 28. In the amateur A division, we have a 3-way tie for first at 4 under par 32 between Tim Dooley, Greg Nichols, and John Filber. Moving down to the amateur B division, the leader through 18 holes of play is Ben Craver at 3 under par 33. Currently in second place, 1 stroke back at 2 under par 34 is Matt Grafnitz. In just a moment, we'll be going back out on the course for highlights from round number 2. Okay, we'll start round number 2 in the amateur B division. Hole number 17, this is Scott Clark. And Scott pulled that one. Has another chance from just a little bit to the left. And he knocks it in for a bogey 3. This is Ben Craver, pardon me. Ben with a very fine 33 through 1 round of play. Hit the hill. And Ben should be able to knock that in for a par. This is Matt Grafnitz. Matt at 2 under 34. He's got a chance. Should be in and is. Good putt. Third member of this group is Matt Hoffman. That needs to hit the block. Good try. It's a tough putt from where he was. he gets it to circle around for his bogey 3. Next gentleman we will watch is Roger Smith. It's going to be short. This is Josh Cooperman. This is Raul Campos. Yeah, it's got problems. But he got a good break there, and to be able to tap that in for a par. We'll watch Ed Myers putt now. It's going to be on the left-hand side and just a little bit short. Jason Clegg will be next. It's going to be short and left. And he knocks it in for a bogey 3.
With your balls on him. Half the hole has got.
Back to the pro division and Kevin Marshall's hole number 12. It's going right.
I would, Todd. You can listen to me.
Oh my God!
This is Steve Lemon. Steve actually got a break there as he went forward instead of backward after he hit the triangle.
Close to one of the letters, I couldn't go in between them. You know, so I tended to make you hit it harder. You know, just to blast it through the letters. Not bad, hi, Elvin. Hi, Cheryl.
This is Brian Johnson. Bryant Lake currently tied in the pro division with 8 under par 28 through 18 holes of play. Beautiful. This is Kenny Moore. Kenny at 4 under 32.
Right up from my dude, Dave. Why didn't you tell him that before he putted?
This is Bruce Heron. Bruce currently tied with Brian at 8 under par 28. 3 very fine putters in this group. Back to the amateur B division we go, and this is Rohit Vanjani. This is Dave Furrows. Just got a chance. Good putt. This is Steve Mitchell. A little bit harder, and Steve would have had that. As it is, he'll have to make this to settle for a 3. This is Mike Lemke. Mike hits the P, and if he decides to go straight at the hole, this ball will break very sharply to his left. This for a 4, and he has it. Tom Munson. Hole number 6.
I could get more. One bad putt.
Tom has to settle for a 3. This is Vince Beasley. As you can see, playing it straight, the hole will break very sharply to the left.
Yeah.
1 club length. There you go.
That whole thing will fall apart on it.
And a good par. going into the left corner. Eric Glad will be next. Slow down.
Come on, buddy.
Take your time. Just line it up. There you go.
Yeah.
This is Raju Raval. That's going way left. That's a pretty good putt, though. This hole is very difficult to ace. And a nice putt for a par. This is James Tweet, hole number 4. And it almost went in. Tim Ziegler will be next. James has to settle for a 4. You can't see it on camera, but we're just watching the activities at hole number 3, and they have a big line waiting to play. This is obviously some very high scores on that hole. And we'll be heading on over that way in just a moment or so. That ball's coming back down. Hole number 3, if you're a new amateur and you haven't played out here before, that's one hole you gonna take some strokes on, chances are. This is Rusty Cohn, or Kahn, excuse me. Got a chance. Got it. Drain that one, center of the cup. This is Brian Summers, moving into the Amateur A division now. Brian, a very fine up-and-coming young putter. Really had a good year. And he catches a portion of the cup on the right-hand side. He'll tap that in for a par. This is Bill Smith. Bill's shown some flashes of brilliance this year, too. His trouble seems to be putting 3 consecutive good rounds together back-to-back, but that comes with experience. This is John Filber. Oh, no. Okay. High five. That ball's staying left. Back door, maybe. Got it. Come on, John, aim them right. This is Ron Moore. Hurry. Perfect speed, just not in the cup. This is Kevin Keeps. Good putt. This is Connie Moore on hole number 13. There, that's better. She almost made it. That'll conclude our highlights from round number 2. In just a moment, we'll be going back to the clubhouse, letting you know who our leaders are through 36 holes of play. Through 2 rounds, leading the pro division is Bruce Heron at 13 under par, 59. Currently in second place, 1 stroke back at 12 under par, 60, is Brian Johnson. In the amateur A division, the leader through 2 rounds of play is Jeff Heron at 12 under par, 60. And we might point out that Jeff shot an outstanding 26, which is 10 under par, his last 18 holes. That's a great score. Tim Dooley's only 1 stroke back, however. Tim coming in at 1 under par, 61, or 11 under par, 61. Moving down to the amateur B division, Ben Craver continues to lead at 5 under par, 67. Currently in second place, 3 strokes back at 2 under par, 70 is Matt Grafnitz. So we have 3 very close races in all 3 divisions. We'll be going out to cover the leaders in just a moment, so be sure to stay tuned. This is Bruce Heron. Bruce currently leading the pro division. Hole number 4. There's an ace. This is Kenny Moore.
Come on, Bruce.
Good putt.
Camera putt.
This is Brian Johnson. Brian currently in second place, 1 stroke back of Bruce. And now one of Brian's better efforts on that one.
I put myself wrong point on the camera. Going a little right, I got no deal with it.
Good deuce. Watch Bruce putt on hole number 5. As you can see, the ball breaks a little bit to the left.
Too hard, too hard.
And we'll see what Kenny does. Kenny was telling me he feels this course is the hardest course in the city to play. That's right on line. That's perfect. And Brian, after parring hole number 4, could certainly use an ace to stay right with Bruce. It's in. Hello. Kenny, I believe, will play the left rail. Ball will break very sharply to the camera left.
There you go. Look at the double pipe shot.
You see a variety of, this is one hole you see a variety of different shots played, but I think all 3 of these gentlemen are going to play the same shot. Brian hit that late. That's going to stay left. stepping on the cord. And Bruce's ball is going to stay left as well.
Yeah, not there. Maybe that big old thing.
Here's Jeff Heron, hole 13. Jeff leading the A division, but he's being closely pursued by Tim Dooley, and we've seen Jeff ace this hole twice tonight. Make it the second round, Tim? Make it the second round?
Tripped it. The second round, I hit the point, hit that wall, came through there, straight in.
We had you on film when you aced it in the first round. This is Tim Dooley.
Tripped that hole. First time ever, probably.
And the third member of this group is Brett Beasley. We'll be following this group for several holes as well. And Brett hit the triangle there on the right-hand side. Kick. And Brett with a 3. Jeff's putt on 14. And just at the last instant, it broke to the right. And let's watch Tim now. Back door. And Tim making this hole all 3 times.
Take care of that 3 and 5 that I had earlier.
Here's Brett's putt. Back door maybe. And he drilled that one in. Tim on hole 15, double bank slap shot. He's got a chance. Got it. Great putt. Something about you on camera, I tell you. You're the Roger Stiff of this show. Well, you don't think about it, I just don't hit the ball. And here's Brett's putt. Oh, I look good. He'll tap that in for a par. Now, let's see if Jeff can nail it. Looks good. Got it.
Sure we did. Timmy? Got one of my aces.
Oh, okay.
That's about it.
Okay, we'll follow this group for one more hole. This is 16, and Tim nails another one. Jeff's putt. It's going to have to go back door. Is it going to get over? No. This is Brett Beasley. One more time. We'll be going to watch Ben Craver and Matt Grafnitz in the B division here in a minute. And an ace for Brett. Good putt. Okay, this is Ben Craver on hole number 3. Ben currently leading the B division at 5 under par, 67. Just got to hurry. division, you have to play this hole and no lead is safe. And that's coming back down too. Hill, yeah. Here's his fourth shot. And that one might go in. And does.
Yeah, I came out 3 times.
And that one's coming back down. And that one's going to be safely on the hill.
Attaboy. Get in the hole.
There's Matt Grafnitz on hole number 4. Matt currently in second place at 200 par 70. Good one. Here's Matt Hoffman's putt. Might go back door, and does. Good shot. And now we'll see if Ben can rebound from his 4 he had on hole number 3. Hole number 3 playing very tough tonight. That's right on line. Good putt.
When is this on?
Saturday night, 9 o'clock, Channel 10.
Channel
10.
Is that Fort Wayne Channel 10 or what?
Fort Wayne, Comcast Channel 10.
What about...
Yeah, you'll get it.
It's public access channel. Matt Hoffman gets a par on number 5. Yeah, we'll see what Ben can do. That's staying left.
Yeah, you guys like said about information.
And the last putter we'll watch in round number 3 is Matt Grafnitz. That one's got a chance. Got it. And that will conclude highlights from round number 3. In just a moment, we'll be going back to the clubhouse, interviewing our winners, and once again, we'll have extended match play coverage for you tonight, so stay tuned. Okay, we're here with 2 of our winners here this evening at Putt-Putt, and we're going to begin on my left with Don Brecht, who won the Amateur B Division tournament with a score of 105, I believe. And Don, you were 5 strokes back going into the 3rd round. You feel you had a chance?
I just tried to play consistent, and I shot about 3 under par for the last round, and Ben shot 40, so he gave it to me.
Well, this is your second win, pardon me, in the B division, and we'd like to present you with this trophy. And as you know, next week you get to go in the A, where competition's a little tougher. But if you play real well, I think you'll hold your own.
I hope so.
All right, best of luck to you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, on my right is Tim Mishler. Tim winning his 5th tournament in the Pro division, and Tim was down several strokes going into the last round, but the leaders ran into a few problems.
I heard they kind of barfed up hole 11 a little bit. Kind of nice of them, actually. I shot 10 under, though, so that's a good round in any night.
Yeah, you shot a 26, and that's We had a couple of 26s tonight. Jeff Heron had one, and the scores were unusually low. I've heard a lot of the pros say they don't care for this course. What are your feelings about it?
It's getting kind of beat up. A few of the holes are like, I don't know, like you're playing on cement. A guy in my group, Todd, and I were just, a few of the holes just doesn't seem like your putts hold the break at all. They just, you hit it too hard and it's gone. You don't have a chance. And, you know, the holes, there's good aces and stuff, but I don't know. They're just playing so fast that, you know, unless you're right on your speed, you're in Never Never Land.
Feel like you had nothing to lose and everything to gain going into that last round. You had to think that those two guys would not collapse the way they did.
Well, I've always this course I always have one bad round. I've always had one average round and one good round. And I had a good round my first round. The second round I played terrible, and then the last round I just got hot.
Okay, Tim, congratulations. That's 5 tournaments out here this year, and best of luck to you the rest of the year.
5 tournaments overall, Dave, not out here.
Oh, out here. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Thanks anyway. Thanks, Dave.
Okay, and now on my left is Jeff Heron, and Jeff won the Amateur A tournament tonight. And Jeff, you had a 26 in that second round. That's outstanding.
Yeah, I got hot. In that round, I even had a few lip outs, but it's just a lot of putts I don't normally hit and win. I didn't have any bogeys either.
And you were telling me that you're kind of upset you shot a 30 the last round because you were trying to beat the pros and trying to shoot another round under 30, but you had a great score.
Yeah, that round I was 7 under after, I think, 13 holes. And on the last 5 holes, I played them 1 over par to shoot 90, and I've never broken 90 out north, I don't think.
Well, what are your feelings on this course? Most of the guys I've talked to say this is one of the harder courses out here to play anymore.
No, this is still my best course. I averaged the lowest on this one by at least a stroke, over 1 and 3.
Let's talk about out south this year. I haven't had a chance to watch you putt out there. How have you done out there?
I've done pretty good. My average is like 31. And in the weekend tournament, I had 2 of my best rounds and won like 80 bucks. So I've done pretty good out south this year.
You guys played course 1 over the weekend?
Yeah.
And you played well on that course. That's a course you can shoot a lot of good scores, though.
Yeah, it's really easy. I had a 9 on the front 9, which is my best. And I only shot 17 on the back, though, so I screwed that up.
9-17 for 26. Well, that's still outstanding, Jeff. Congratulations. And you got good momentum going into the course championships and the city tournament. Want to wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.
Okay, we're into the quarterfinals of match play. Dave Kreider, Todd Berdice. This is Ben Craver putting against Ron Moore. The match even so far.
This should be a pretty interesting match. I've seen Ben putting out south quite a bit, and he's got a pretty good stroke. He's got a medal spot out south. Ron is always a tough putter. He's got to get by the triangle.
And he's going to need this to stay tied. Hole number 12, center of the cup. Ron makes refrigerators.
This is the new putt on 13. Didn't quite hit it hard enough. The 3-bank back door.
Yeah, I saw Jeff Heron ace it twice on camera tonight, and he triple aced it playing the new putt.
That putt was given to us by Jeff Estep, a 2-time national champion, was here for a weekend tournament and discovered it. Ron should be able to tap this in for his 2 to remain even.
Match still tied as we go to 14. And Ben drains that one.
That's unusual seeing somebody make that front door. Most people switch to the back door putt because it breaks back to the hole so nice. There's very good speed on that. It was a good putt.
And Ron playing the back door putt. He's got to stay away from the cup.
Oh.
Ron goes down 1 as we move to 15. Okay, we're over at hole 12 once again with Sean Verrilli putting against Kevin Keeps. Who's ahead, Kevin? Even? This match even as well. And Todd, we got some good putters among our final 8 tonight.
A lot of real good amateurs left. We got one pro still putting.
Match will remain even.
Which way is he going? Sounds a real good competitive putter. He doesn't like to lose. He plays golf competitively, and Kevin gives him his deuce. Small opening for Kevin. This isn't the best hole in the world to make until that new putt was found. He's going for it. Didn't quite hit it hard enough. Got to get a bigger kick out of the rail.
14th hole, match remains even. Sean's
Definitely
putt.
going for the back door. Does it have enough legs on it? Got to hurry. Kevin's got a good opening now. It's a good hole to make. It looks like it has good speed.
He's got it.
Should we find out that?
Okay. Next quarterfinal match we'll look at Tim Dooley versus Steve Lemon. Tim up 3, putting now.
That looks like a good putt. Got a turn. Oh, a little bit too fast. Steve's in a little bit of trouble. He's down 3. The lone pro left. Got a bad kick out of the back rail. It's unfortunate. Yeah, they started one.
Okay, Tim up 3 with four holes to play in good position. Not going to be able to make that one, and Steve's going to need to make a couple in a row if he's going to have any chance at all.
This hole's makeable, but you got to have a little bit of luck with it. Steve generally has a pretty good line on the hole. Got to kick straight. Oh, close it out with an ace here.
Stayed right.
Gonna force Steve's ace. That's gonna cross.
And Tim Dooley will advance to the semifinal round. Okay, first semifinal match, Todd. This is Ben Craver putting against Tony James. Ben up 2 as we move to hole number 7.
Interesting to see where this ball's gonna stop.
Whoa. Thanks, Mike. I'll put TVs out of there.
That was good juice putt by Ben. Last time we saw Tony on this course, he made it to the final. Oh, good ace.
Hole 8.
Okay, get off the rail.
Might still get lucky, but I doubt it. Oh, and it went in.
You don't see that very often on this hole. Normally, this is a real good hole to make as long as you keep it between the triangle and the rail without touching the rail. It almost always goes in. But generally, when you hit the rail, it normally always misses.
No. Tony down 1 as we move to the 9th hole.
Good looking putt. Got to turn. Turn. Oh.
Thought about going in, just wouldn't go.
Well, half the battle on this hole is getting us through those letters. First part of the hole there really breaks towards the P. See a lot of people hitting the letters on this hole. Just got it through. It's got a chance.
About the exact same thing Tony's did. Tony's still trailing by 1, hole number 10, and I think he drained that one. Nicely done.
This is a hole here that all the pros like to make. I mean, they hate missing this hole. It's a good speed putt hole. That's got to get a slide.
This match is even, going to hole number 11. And Todd, we saw some of the pros in round number 3 have a little misfortune on this hole, and that's easy to do because some of these putts from back here are pretty tough.
Yeah, and then if you miss this deuce putt here, you generally roll all the way back to the block, and then you got to figure if you want to go for the 3 and end up right where your deuce putt was at, you just missed. Or you want to try to lay up and swallow your pride and take a 4. I was surprised at who took those high numbers. 2 of our better putters.
Ooh, and Tony with a nice putt there and drains that one for a 3.
Could be a very important 3. Ben should just try to lay up for a 2 here.
I certainly wouldn't be blasting if all I needed was a deuce.
Yeah.
And he's going to play the backdoor putt. Smart percentage shot.
That's got to sit. Got to sit.
Oh, and it did. It hugged that rail. Needs to make this to go 1 up. And he has it. Okay, Ben's putt on 12. Looks good. That is...
Oh, unfortunate break there.
I almost said it. And Tony, if he aces this, could once again tie the match.
Ben hit that putt just about how you like. You like to get it real close to the triangle. That's got to...
Side door.
Well, they both got the same bad break.
Okay, as we move to our other semifinal match, this is hole number 7. Kevin Keeps putting against Tim Dooley. And Kevin just drains that one. Just a second, we'll find out who's ahead.
Kevin Keeps his 4 up with an ace in front of Tim. Kevin must be really putting strong. A lot of holes left, though, for Tim to come back, and he's going to miss that and go down 5.
And surprisingly, Kevin up 5 through 7 holes of play.
That's got to get off that rail.
Of course, we saw Tony make it like that. Not this time.
I didn't think we'd be able to see 2 of those in a row. He had good speed on that, though, because it stayed in front of the triangle. A lot of times, if you hit that rail, you end up going behind the triangle and having a tough deuce putt.
And Tim needs to put an ace string together. And this is a good time to start.
He finally got an opening.
Nailed it. Okay, Tim has the honors now. Let's see if he can get some momentum. He needs a straight kick. And got it.
Tim is a real good putter. He got his medal play last week, his medal play spot last week, and he's got a lot of holes to work with. That's another good-looking putt. That's got to get a straight kick.
It's got to cross. Lead is cut to 3. Kevin Keeps still leads after the front 9. Okay, Tim with a little bit of momentum now. Hole number 10. And it's not going to get there, I don't think. Oh, it did swing in. 3 in a row for Tim Dooley. And
Kind of a good putter when you get down that much, you start acing all those holes.
And
it's real easy to give up.
And right now the pressure's on Kevin. It's not on Tim, it's on Kevin.
That's a good-looking putt, though.
That's in.
But definitely, when you have a big lead and all of a sudden somebody starts acing like crazy like Tim, that's another excellent putt by Tim. This is a tough hole. Gives Kevin a chance to really go after the hole, though. Got a turn.
Lead is cut to 2.
When you're inexperienced in match play and you've had a big lead and it gets cut way down to 2 like it is, you almost feel like you're losing, even though you're still up by 2. What I do a lot of times when I'm in that situation, I keep trying to tell myself, well, if this was a close match, I'd be happy to be 2 up. I'm not going to worry about losing the last 3 holes. I just got to hang tough. And a lot of times you're not real experienced in match play, you can really get down on yourself. That's got trouble. Oh, he just squeaks by also.
That held the line a lot better than I thought. I thought it was going to hit the brick.
So did I.
Okay, we're ready for tonight's final match. To my left is Kevin Keeps, who defeated Tim Dooley in his semifinal match, and on my right is Tony James, who defeated Ben Craver, and that match went sudden death. So this should be an outstanding match between 2 very fine amateurs. Good luck to both of you. Here's Kevin's putt on number 1. Right on line. Perfect.
Good putt. Good way to start out. Well, you must really like this front 9. Because he really shot a good score against Tim Dooley on the front.
Yeah, and that was probably his margin of victory, too, because Tim came back strong in the back 9.
A little fast. I might got a chance for backdoor. Nope, too fast for the backdoor.
And Kevin moves 1 ahead after 1 hole of play. Drained it.
Putting the pressure early on Tony. Oh, unfortunate break there.
Kevin up 2 after 2.
Kevin's really been tearing up this front. Well, he got a lucky break there. It lipped out and stayed up, and it still got a chance to go in.
Yeah.
That's not uncommon on this hole. That's,
No, I've seen that happen quite a few times.
the right side of the hole there really drains right back into the hole.
And Tony really can't think about that. He just got to go up and hit his putt.
That's got just didn't get it to fall.
Well, Kevin 3 for 3 as we come to hole number 4, and there's another one.
He's just on fire. He can't even believe it. Tony's got to keep his cool and just start making his shots and concentrate and hope that he can come back on the back 9 or the next few holes. You just need to get a couple back.
Good putt.
Hey!
Kevin up 3 as we go to the 5th hole.
See if he can keep the pressure on him. Got to swing off from the triangle. Oh, and a break by Kevin. Gonna leave Tony and opening for the first time. He's gonna swing off from the triangle? No, he catches it also.
Hole number 6, and Todd, you see a variety of different shots on this hole. Kevin's going to play it back door, I guess. And he nailed it.
Nailed it. It's a good putt. Boy, he really likes the front 9.
5 out of 6.
I've been having trouble with this hole because my putt just hasn't been going all that well because the carpet's really worn on this hole and it doesn't want to hold this line anymore. I got to come up with a new one.
Tim playing the same putt and drained it.
Tony's doing what he's having to do. He's sticking close after falling behind early. Now this is always interesting where this deuce putt will end up.
It's
the
going to
carpet's so thin down here that ball just roll all the way to the back rail. No, it's going to stop out there in front. Doesn't have a, he's got a little bit of an angle he has to deal with there. And a crack in the
armor.
Now, in all fairness, that's easy do on this hole. If you miss that deuce putt, which from where he was at was a very tough deuce putt, puts you in spots you're not normally at on this hole.
And Tony using a little bit of psychology here, making him putt and hoping to get him a little flustered.
Yeah, it's the way that Kevin started out. This is a
Tony feels confident with the 6.
That's a good strategy. As hot as Kevin was and everything, now he's going to be a little flustered going in the next few holes, knowing he took those big numbers. Which in match play you really shouldn't be because it's just one hole.
Yeah.
It's just like you making a deuce and the other guy acing it. That's the normal way. Well,
that looks a little bit better.
He didn't seem real happy with it. I got a bad kick there. Should stay out just for an easy deuce.
And Kevin can up his advantage up to 3.
That was a mistake by Tony missing that hole. It's an easy hole to make and giving Kevin an opportunity again to get the momentum going.
I'm not too sure about this one.
He got a lucky break there.
He couldn't drain it.
There's a two. Just barely got that one through.
God, and he got a straight kick. How often do you see that?
I'm not sure if he might have grazed the tee there, and it might have put a little bit of different spin on his ball. You don't hardly ever see a straight kick on this hole. That's got straight. I still got a chance. There's a putt that you don't expect to make. That probably makes him feel a little bit better after taking the 6 on 7. All these fights makes me feel pretty good when I can get one of those sloppy ones to fall in.
Yeah, it makes up for the good ones you get that you don't make.
That's got to hurry. Got to hurry.
I mean, he's going to be short. You're right.
There's a mistake by Kevin. This is a good hole to make. Tony's going to have to make it to cut his deficit down.
Looks good.
Tony went after it. Oh, he got a slide out of the first rail.
He's going to be way back in the country.
That was unfortunate. Well, this is one of the putts here that you have to come out and you have to learn. I mean, if you're going to play that front door ace shot, you have to learn these deuces.
And we saw Tony miss a putt similar to this in his semifinal match. He missed it again.
Tony's at a slight disadvantage with his putter because he gets the same spacing as everybody else has in a rail, and as big as his putter is, he doesn't get to take very much of a backstroke.
Good three. Now, if Kevin is smart, he'll lay up or play a safe back door.
Looks like he's lining up for the ace putt, though. Now he's hitting it soft. He's going to just lay up in front.
Much rather be there than in back of the hole, believe me.
He's got a little bit of an angle there to contend with, but it's not too bad of a putt.
Oh, no. And now he has to make this to have the hole. This could be a very big turning point in this match.
Very big, because this could really get him down after having the hole one like he's being right out in front of the hole like he was.
They have it. He's still up 2. Okay, here's Tony's putt on 12.
Caught just part of the lip there. I think if he would have missed the whole hole, it would have went back door.
This is a hole, Todd, when I played, I always had trouble with, and I don't know why, but I just never played it very well.
It's kind of a optical illusion when you're standing down there on the tee mat, because the tee mat aims you right at the triangle. And just habit to kind of hit it straight off the tee mat.
Tony down 2 with 6 holes to play. And this one's not going to drop. And Kevin is in good position as long as Tony can't make anything.
Yeah, as long as Tony keeps deucing in front of him, Kevin can just play smart and not take any high numbers.
And they're going to have this hole, and they still stay 2 up with 5 to play.
That's not hard enough. That's not going to get back to the hole, I don't think. It's trying.
Oh, jeez.
That's frustrating. I mean, you kind of think that maybe it just isn't meant to be when they come that close and don't go in. You've got to hope for Kevin to make a major
Kevin's got a problem.
And he did. That's what Tony had to hope for. He doesn't have a real great line in his deuce putt here. He's going to have to really shave that first pipe.
And he probably don't practice that putt from up in front of the hole that much, because 90% of the time you're not there.
No. Nice.
Good effort, but it's not to be, and Kevin's lead is now down to 1.
This is what a lot of the pros call the bonus hole. If you make it, just pick your ball up and walk away, because
And Tony got a straight kick off that back rail instead of the angular kick that you normally get. And Kevin, I don't know if he's changed his game plan or not, but I think he's not very aggressive. He's kind of playing not to lose. He still has a one-hole lead with 3 to play, however.
Sharks. Oh, it's dangerous to play defensively if you got this tight of a lead. I mean, because this person, you know, Tony could ace a hole in front of him, and he should be able to make that first deuce. And all of a sudden, you're going to have to play offensively, and you're not geared up for it. You know, it'll take you a few holes to get into it.
Kevin could make this. He could really put the pressure on Tony, and this is a makeable hole. And he hit it real soft. He wanted to make sure it was going to stay up on the hill in case he'd hit a bad putt, which he did.
Yeah, he hit the rail real early, but he was just playing for the 2.
And let's see what Tony can do here on 17. It's going
to get that off the rail. I didn't get over the rail soon enough for him. And he's got a little bit of a tester coming back. He makes it. And he's got to hope for another major mistake by Kevin. On this hole, if you get a slide off that first rail, you can go all the way back behind the block. That was a good safe putt by Kevin.
Now he needs to make this. Kevin 1 up, go to 18.
Unfortunately for Tony, this isn't the easiest 18-hole to ace.
He went for it. It's got to, oh no. Now if he'd have hit that a little harder to held the line.
About the only chance that Tony has is for Kevin to go for it and lip out and go into a corner or something. Tony should just, or Kevin should just play this here for a deuce.
Yeah, but there's always the slight possibility he may not get it up the hill. I've seen that happen a few times. Anything is possible. He got it up the hill okay. But I tell you, he's going to have a he's going to have a little tougher putt than what he probably wanted.
Yeah. Normally, when I try to lay up on this, I'll actually try to hit it harder so I'll have it hit off the hill and come back towards the hole.
We're going to sudden death, maybe. Well, unfortunately, in our final match, we did not get to show you the final hole as we went to sudden death, and the winner of the match was Tony James, who defeated Kevin Keeps, and he's going to talk to our hard luck loser first. And Kevin, man, you had it right there on 18, yours to take, and you had a tough putt, and what happened?
I choked up on it. I didn't hit it hard enough.
You were telling me earlier that in all your matches you just blazed through the front 9, but you had problems on the back 9 all night, and eventually it came up and bit you.
Yeah, I always, I knew on this course my best 9 was the front 9, and I knew I'd have problems on the back.
Yeah, and then you were 5 after 6 holes, and you came to hole 7, and you had all sorts of problems there too.
Yeah, that hole can be unforgiving.
All right, Kevin. Well, you're still a fine putter, and there's still 2 weeks left. Best of luck to you the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Okay, Tony, you came through when you needed to. You fell behind real quick, and that's got to be a final match. That's going to be kind of hard to get down 3 holes before you've even really had a chance to get going.
Yeah, it was very frustrating. I didn't putt real well at all tonight. I got some fortunate breaks at the end, so that was real fortunate for me. I started putting a little better toward the end, so.
Well, like we said, the back 9, Kevin struggled on it all night, and then he hits a putt on hole 9 that really has no business going in, and that's got to be a little bit demoralizing to you too, especially when you're trying to catch up.
Yeah, I was real frustrated then. I thought he had the match wrapped up then, and he's getting everything to roll in before the front 9 and go on to the back 9. I didn't think I had a chance, but toward the end I started getting a little better breaks.
What was your feeling going into 18? You were 1 down, you were real aggressive on your putt, you almost made it. Did you really think that you were done when you did an ace, or did you think there was a possibility he would 3?
Well, I've been watching Kevin for number 18, and he's usually a good deuce putter on that hole, so I figured I might as well go for it. So I tried and made a deuce putt, and he was fortunate enough to miss his, so I got a good break on that.
All right, Tony, it was an outstanding match. It's too bad we didn't get a chance to see the final hole, but best of luck to you the rest of the year.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to recap the winners for you in the respective divisions. Winning the Pro Division this evening, shooting a final round 26, was Tim Mishler. Winning the Amateur A Division and also winning the medal place spot was Jeff Herron. And winning the Amateur B tournament this evening was Don Brecht, and Don won his second tournament of the year, and he will move to Amateur A next week. In the exciting final match, we saw Tony James defeat Kevin Keeps in sudden death. And we'd like to inform you about a special event that is forthcoming here. On Monday, August 10th, we're going to have a Putt-Putt-a-thon for muscular dystrophy. Proceeds will be donated to the Muscular Dystrophy Association. There will be a pro tournament. We hope to have some celebrities here from Channel 33, possibly some of the Fort Wayne Comet hockey players, and some radio personalities from Magic 95 FM. So it should be a lot of fun. Come on out and putt for Muscular Dystrophy Association. That'll be August 10th. It'll start at 9 a.m. and last till 1 a.m. And it is open to the public. Come on out. You'll have a good time. Well, we only have 2 weeks to go in the regular season before the course championships and the city tournament. So it's been a good summer so far, and we should have some exciting tournaments and some exciting match play events to follow. So along with Mike Bushy and Todd Berdice, this is Dave Kreider saying so long till next week.
Alan said you